You know, Kirby really freaking sucks. And I mean that in a completely inoffensive way. While Kirby's last adventure on the DS was a little disappointing with Squeak Squad, Nintendo has decided to change things up by, well, rehashing Kirby Superstar, originally for the Super Nintendo. I guess that's not much of a change up after all. I like Kirby. I really enjoyed the original on the NES. Superstar on the Super Nintendo did a good job at adding new elements to the tried-and-true formula with new attacks and a buddy system. I wasn't a big fan of the setup though. There's a reason why you don't see this very often. Instead of one long and complete adventure with an overall storyline carrying throughout, Superstar is broken up into smaller games. The quality is uneven. Some segments favor exploration more, and some classic action platforming. Some of it felt tired, while others were exciting and fresh. All in all, the game's disjointed structure does contribute to an overall underwhelming ultimate experience. Superstar Ultra on the DS is basically the same game. There's some mini-games sprinkled on top, but as you probably guessed it, or at least should have, they're absolutely not worth playing. There's a few remixed areas after you make it to the very end, but they're more for the already Kirby obsessed and probably wouldn't make the product for those just sitting on the fence. Personally, with my lovably unpopular opinion, I'd rather just play through this on the Super Nintendo once and be done with it. The larger screen and more classic feel beats this by default, but then if you absolutely love Kirby enough to seek this game out, the new bonus content at the end will probably appeal to you. To me, a non-obsessed gamer who enjoys Kirby games on occasion, a few parts of this one feel a little lifeless, but then if you're a big fan of Nintendo side-scrolling, it's worth checking out. It's a little on the short side, but not too much so that shouldn't make too big of a deal. To me, this is the kind of game where if I received it as a present, I'd be thankful and happy. But then at the same time, it's not the kind of game that I would seek out and pay full price for on my own. Simply put though, watching this review, you should already know whether or not this game will appeal to you, so just go on whatever your basic instincts tell you and keep your bitching to yourself. Thanks. I give Kirby Superstar Ultra on the Nintendo DS a 6 out of 10.